Hi, good evening, or whatever time you're watching this. This is going to be a quick update video for two reasons. For one thing, I did start this channel, whatever you're watching this on, um, to document my healing journey, and to also just have a space where I can just be real about what it's like to be on a holistic healing journey, and just what it's like to be just a regular old human being living in these really crazy, really incredible times that we're living in. And I'll open it with this. So sometimes, not sometimes, sometimes a lot of times, um, going through this journey has felt very hopeless because I often go through my healing in a cycle. In a cycle such as I have a problem come up, I find a remedy that works for a time or for a certain issue, and then it goes away, and that problem goes away, and then another problem comes up, and it's fine. Now I need to do some more homework into, okay, how do I fix this one? That has been one of the things that I like the least about holistic healing. For one reason, it can feel disheartening depending on what the problem is. So right now, you probably can't see it a lot right now, and I don't know if really people can really notice it, but I notice it because I see it every day. I've been dealing with a rash that started right here. Yeah, it started right here, mostly just right here, and then would kind of crawl down here. And I was taking care of that back in August, and then it seemed like it was going away, and then somehow it started also happening over here. Then around my mouth, to the skin here, to where I started seeing my skin lighten. So that's not hyperpigmentation. It's hypopigmentation. It's when your skin lightens, not darkens. And for me, that was very discouraging because I thought I had found out what the problem was. I thought I had fixed it. It had not been completely remedied. And now I was having another problem, which was I could see it changing more so my skin color. And when it comes to hypopigmentation, I have had that problem with areas on my chest and my arms, basically, and sometimes on my face if I would get sunburned. But seeing it on my face has just really, really sucked because I want to definitely put my best face forward. And sure, we're wearing masks and people can't see me, but I can see it. And if I'm not wearing a mask, I can see it, and I kind of feel like other people can see it too. They're probably wondering, wow, I wonder why around her mouth is so white looking. But of course, it's probably like my own paranoia. But what I'm trying to say is, going through challenges like this can be very frustrating. It just really can be. In part because sometimes you want to find a drug that would make it all go away. Or actually, what it more likely would do, make it look like it's all gone, but a problem might come up in a different way, in a different area, or a problem could come back even worse. Which is why I'm doing holistic healing, which is completely getting to the root of the problem. Which for me, I think it's probably a backed up lymphatic system, along with possible flare-ups due to fungal infections. But again, it can really suck when you're going through it. And I mean, it's something as prominent or something as face forward, literally, as your face. And today I will say I had a better day with it because I've been actually practicing I've set the intention to practice gratitude for my health and for my beauty. Because the thing is, even if I am having this particular problem on my face or anywhere in my body, the fact of the matter is my body is still getting better because I've made positive changes for my body, continuous positive changes. Sure, a problem can still come up. Doesn't mean that I'll never get problems again, but it does mean that if I do have a problem come up, I am continuously putting myself in a better position than I would had I not chosen to heal holistically. Because if I was probably like 4 years ago, 3 or 4 years ago, I probably would have just gone to a dermatologist and gotten some sort of cream. Wouldn't have done anything to my diet, wouldn't have done anything to my thought patterns, wouldn't have thought about anything beyond what I can put on the surface to make it look good. That's not health, though. That's not healing, though. Health isn't about looking like you got it. It's actually having it and being well, being so well that you're not weighed down or limited to suppressing these symptoms, suppressing a problem, to where you can actually just completely eliminate the problem, to where that problem, if it tries to arise again, it'll go back much more quickly, just like that. So just that act of turning that thought around from what can be a very depressing thought to actually a very optimistic and very enlightening thought pattern is very, very transformative. It's absolutely incredible. It's like turning a piece of coal, which you might think would be worthless, into a diamond. You turn that negative thought, that probable negative reality or thought pattern, whatever it was, is something so advantageous to where you can actually take it to anywhere in your life that will help you succeed in whatever you apply yourself to. For me, I'm applying myself to better health, both my physical being, my mental being, and emotional being. And that being said, I've actually been discovering more about something that I've been learning about these past few years: the power of thought, the power of how your thoughts, your emotions, impact positively or negatively your physical body. Now, for my own self, I will say that I would think that my thoughts over my lifetime had a negative effect on my body, because I struggled a lot with anxiety. It came in the form of people pleasing, perfectionism, religious devotion. Like, I'm not smashing my relationship with God so much, it's more so what drove it that really just racked my nerves really badly. Learning difficulties, sexual trauma, a whole host of things that racked my mind, racked my emotions, to the point to where I knew certain areas of my body weren't well because of that. Like, for me, stomach problems were common for me because I would be so anxious. I wasn't surprised I had a stomach. I wasn't surprised I had diarrhea or something else coming up, because I was probably so wound up it was happening. But now I'm learning this now. But now I'm actually learning how to apply this as a 30-year-old. When I was 29, and especially now as a 30-year-old, how my thoughts can actually be turned into vehicles of healing instead of vehicles of pain and suffering. And that's another thing about holistic healing. You learn how to take responsibility for yourself, to where your responsibility can actually serve to your advantage. Now, of course, for all I know, I possibly could have family history of skin problems, stomach problems, hormonal. I would not be surprised, to be perfectly honest. But I can say where I am right now in my life and my life cycle, where I am right now in my ancestral line, or the things I'm learning about for myself, to take responsibility for myself, that will to take responsibility where I can and change what I can that is within my power. I am actually countering the idea that I just have to loot these things, or I have to give these to my children. I can't stop it. I don't believe that anymore. I've seen how taking my own breath, my own thoughts, can eliminate pain. It's happened to me more than once. I've seen how extremely anxious, emotional, destructive states can show up as aggravation to my skin. I've seen how changing those thoughts and those emotions around, and even addressing negative emotions or negative memory, can produce positive skin, better skin. I've seen that happen. Now, am I saying that everything was eliminated by changing my thoughts or addressing my emotions in a healthier manner? No, I can't say that, but I can say things have improved and are improving. And I am so thankful for that. I am thankful that I took this challenge. I'll say it is challenging. Some days really test me. Test my patience, test my nerves, test my comfort. Even test like my pride, test my ego. But you know what? Taking this journey is so helpful, because I'm taking responsibility for myself. I take responsibility for healing my actual ancestral line, both those that came before me and those that will come after me. I am learning how to be the master interpreter for my body, how to be my master healer. I'm learning how to work with my heart, with my body, with my memories, so that I can produce vitality, longevity, and immense healing that even my parents, I only know if my grandparents knew about. I'm basically going against everything that we could call the elders are comfortable with or think is true. I'm doing that in every area of my life, not just the health one, but it's great because I am actually liberating myself and my family line from the mental bondage that has haunted us for so long. This is for both my mom and my dad's side. So that's what I wanted to share, just for this log for my healing journey. Also, I am going to get a health provider, either a doctor, herbalist, iridologist, could be a combination. I will say finances are not as abundant as I would like to, as when I had like a regular job to where I can afford insurance and all that good stuff. But with that, what I know right now of how to take care of myself and the resources I have right now, I can start looking at finding someone to help me on my journey. So that's what I got going on. Thank you so much for getting through this video. My apologies for not being up to date with my healing journey. Will be much better about that starting now. I can't tell you the frequency because I don't know. I haven't decided yet, or what sort of content it'll be, but I'll just say it's gonna be good. So have a great night. Love y'all.